discussed about the problem. Already we have discussed, we have started the Laplace transforms in the last class, but we have not covered the topic of region of convergence. So region of convergence is the region in which the integration must be finite. Then it is called the region of convergence. Okay, so whenever you are asked to determine the Laplace transform of a particular signal, okay, you need to state the region of convergence. So that is very important. Okay, now we are going to start the actual session. Now I'm going to share my whiteboard here. Just see here. I think now it is visible, right? Is my whiteboard is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Let us don't waste our time for the remaining people. Right. So x of t is equal to, so this is a problem I left in the morning class, so let us complete it quickly. X of t is equal to an impulse signal delta of t. So first of all we should write the Laplace transform pair. So this is x of s. So as per the definition of Laplace transform, we know that x of s is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity x of t into e power minus st into dt. Okay. Now already we know that x of t is equal to an impulse function. So as per the definition of basic impulse function, that's value is equal to 1 at a time t is equal to 0. That means delta of t is equal to 1 for, see, you have to write all these things while doing the solution for the given problem. First of all you have to explain each and everything what you have taken and what you know, right? So for t is equal to 0, t is equal to 0 and which is equal to 0 elsewhere, right? Now now see, already your problem is simplified. Why? Because you have been given an impulse signal. So basic definition, as per the basic definition, that impulse signal is having value only at the time t is equal to 0. So you need not derive the integration from minus infinity to plus infinity. So directly you can substitute. So see here, so minus infinity to plus infinity, x of t, I am going to replace that x of t with the delta of t into e power minus s t dt, e power minus st dt, right? Now already we have defined the basic impulse signal definition. Now substitute delta of t is equal to 1. So that means time t is equal to 0. You are going to substitute time t is equal to 0. So if time t is equal to 0, delta of t becomes delta of t becomes 1. So obviously e power minus s into 0, s into 0. So what you will get? You will get 1. So the Laplace transform of, so the Laplace transform of delta of t is equal to 1. So bidirectional Laplace transform. So this is the Laplace transform. But this is not enough. So whenever you have determined the Laplace transform for the given function, you must specify the, just wait a moment, you must specify the region of convergence. Then only the problem is going to be completed. Now see here, see here, S is a complex plane. S is a complex plane which is given by s is equal to sigma plus j omega. So complex plane means real part, it consists of real part and imaginary part. So on y-axis we are going to consider that j omega, and this is minus j omega. Now this is sigma and this is minus sigma. Okay, now this is basically s plane. S plane, S plane is a complex plane which consists of imaginary part and a real part. Okay. Now see here. So what is the Laplace transform of delta of t? What is the Laplace transform of delta of t? That is equal to 1. That is equal to 1. So what it stands for? What it stands for? So the region of convergence, the region, it does not have any as well. So the region of convergence is entire S plane, entire S plane. So you need to choose any value from minus infinity to plus infinity in the entire S plane. So that will gives you delta of t is equal to 1. Why? Because even though your signal is different from minus infinity to plus infinity, but as per the basic definition of impulse signal, that value is always equal to 1. So you must state that the ROC of this is given by, ROC is always indicated with the lines. Now see here, these are the lines. You may take any value from minus infinity to plus infinity. So ROC is entire S plane. This is also very important. So whenever you are asked to determine the Laplace transform of any function, continuous time function. So along with that, you must specify this. You must specify ROC, then only the problem is correct, or otherwise your problem will not be evaluated. Okay, your problem will not be evaluated. So this is one example of the continuous, Laplace transform of a continuous time domain signal. Now we shall see the next one. Right. So what is the next one? So x of t is equal to, now let us quickly solve the next one. That is x of t is equal to, x of t is equal to u of t. So this is also a standard function like impulse function. Already we know the basic definition of this unit step signal also. So as per the basic definition of unit step signal, now this is defined. That is u of t is equal to, see, this is the basic definition. See, even though you know the basic definitions, but the evaluator does not know, you have to keep in mind that the evaluator does not know anything. So that is why you need to explain each and every point. Then only you will get the full marks, or otherwise you won't get the full marks. Please carefully observe this point. Okay. So u of t is equal to 1 and which is equal to 0. Which is equal to 0. This is when t greater than or equal to 0, or this is elsewhere or otherwise. Okay, so as per the basic, first of all you must specify the Laplace transform pair. Laplace transform pair. So this is the Laplace transform pair. So bidirectional arrow, on the bidirectional arrow you must indicate that Laplace transform. So x of s is equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity x of t into e power minus st into dt. Later I will give you one exercise problem you have to solve on your own, right? So please listen carefully how I am going to determine, or how I am going to find out the Laplace transform of the unit step signal and the region of convergence for this particular unit step signal, right? Now see here. Now substitute x of t here. So if you substitute x of t is equal to u of t, already that signal, that basic definition of u of t has been already defined here. That is u of t is equal to 1 for t greater than or equal to 0, and which is equal to 0 elsewhere or otherwise. That means you need not derive the integration from minus infinity to 0. Why? Because u of t is not defined for minus negative values of time. So your integration is converted into this one. So integral 0 to infinity u of t is equal to 1 multiplied by r exponential signal e power minus st into dt. Okay, so upon simplification of this integral you will get minus 1 by s into e power minus st by substituting the limits 0 to infinity. Now what you will get? So minus 1 by s into e power minus infinity, that becomes 0, minus e power 0 1. So minus of minus 1 is 1, 1 by s. Now what is the Laplace transform of unit step signal? What is the Laplace transform of unit step signal? So that is equal to 1 by s. So finally now with this the problem has not been completed yet. What is the last step that is left here? You need to determine the region of convergence. The region of convergence. So the region of convergence is to be determined by considering the real part of s. Real part of s. Now see here. So the region of convergence is ROC. ROC is nothing but the region of convergence. Just wait a moment. Okay, now see here. The region of convergence is, now see, again we need to draw a complex S-plane which consists of the real parts and imaginary parts. Now see here. Okay. Now this is j omega. This is real part. Now see, the given function is u of t. U of t. Okay, but please do remember, u of the unit step signal is only one-sided Laplace transform. You will get only one-sided Laplace transform. So particularly u of t is given, u of minus t is not given. If he has given u of minus t, then that is another thing. But in this particular problem, he has given, or you have been given that unit step signal which is defined from 0 to infinity. That means you must select any value which is from 0 to infinity. which is from 0 to infinity. So I think this is the first quadrant and this is the second quadrant. Sorry, fourth quadrant. So in the first quadrant, the real part is positive, positive only, positive. So in the fourth quadrant also the real part is positive. That means the region of convergence is the real part of S, real part of S is greater than 0. This is the region of convergence. This is the region of convergence. So the real part of S is greater than 0. So how do we know that the real part is greater than 0? That means you just see the real part and the imaginary part. The signal you must select any value which is defined from 0 to infinity. That may be either in first quadrant or that may be either in second quadrant, fourth quadrant. So in the first quadrant already we know that a plus and plus, and in the fourth quadrant already we know that plus and minus. So on x-axis we are considering sigma, and on y-axis we are considering minus j omega. So you may take any value defined from 0 to infinity. Obviously your integration will be equal to that means which will be equal to the finite value. So that is why the region of convergence for this particular signal is the real part of S must be greater than 0. Okay. So likewise, we are going to determine, see, there are two steps. You need to remember that there are two steps while evaluating the Laplace transform of the continuous time functions. The first step is determination of Laplace transform with the use of definition. The second step is determination of region of convergence. Determination of region of convergence for the given signal. For the given signal. Okay, you just wait a moment. I don't know why this. Okay, the next one is also very important problem. You see, all are important problems. There is no particularly in specific this is important, this is not important. I'm not going to say that particularly while related to this particular subject, signals and systems. Signals and systems is completely a problematic subject. For each and every topic you may have one problem. If you are thoroughly understand the topics or thoroughly understand the subject, then only the problems will be simplified. You will able to understand how to solve the problem. Once if you understand the concept of signals and systems in each and every chapter, I'm not going to tell you this chapter is important, this chapter is not important. Completely you have to give more importance to solve the problems. Okay, so before going to that, first of all, please try to listen the concepts. Don't simply attend for the sake of attendance, right? Next one is x of t is equal to, see, just now we have seen the Laplace transform of two standard functions. The first one is impulse function, second one is unit step signal, unit step signal. Okay, and now we are going to see that x of t is equal to e power at into u of t, e power at into u of t. Okay, now this is x of t. So as per the definition, directly I am writing the Laplace transform. So as per the definition of Laplace transform, so minus infinity to plus infinity, x of t into e power minus st into dt. Now directly substitute. See, already we know that x of t is equal to e power at into u of t. So whenever any function is defined or any function is multiplied by unit step signal, you will get the same function. Whether that function may be unit step, whether that function may be exponential signal, or it may be either sinusoidal signal, or it may be either cosinusoidal, whatever it may be. Whatever may be the function you are going to multiply with the unit step function, again you will get the same function. Okay, so likewise in this case, directly I'm substituting e power at into u of t here. So as per the basic definition of unit step signal, that is defined from 0 to infinity. So from 0 to infinity, that signal is equal to 1, and which is equal to 0 for elsewhere or otherwise. For negative values of times, that signal is not defined. So you will get only e power 80. I think we have solved all these problems in the last class, but I have not discussed about the region of convergence. So the differentiation between the previous class and this class is, the their class also we have seen, we have solved the Laplace transforms. But in this case, in this particular session, we have solved the Laplace transform of the given signal along with the region of convergence. So now from now onwards, whenever you are asked to determine the Laplace transform, means you must specify. See, please do remember that while in the case of periodic and aperiodic signals, while in the case of periodic and aperiodic, there we have determined the fundamental time period only for the periodic signal, not for aperiodic signal. Why? Why? Because whenever you have to say a particular signal is said to be periodic, means at particular instance of time, the signal shape is going to be repeated. So you must identify at what time the shape of the waveform is going to be repeated. If the shape of the waveform does not repeat, obviously it comes to a periodic or non-periodic signals. Okay, so the importance of specifying the fundamental time period is, if the given signal is said to be number 211, 18 series. What is your problem? Why you are annotating? Okay. Right. So, as far as the periodic and aperiodic signals are concerned, so whenever we are going to say a particular signal is said to be periodic, means you must specify the fundamental time period also. Otherwise, uh, the signal is not defined or not considered as a periodic signal. So, likewise, in this case also, whenever you are asked to determine the Laplace transform of a particular function, you must state the region of convergence. So, and in which region the integration is finite. Okay, integration may converge. So diverge means, please try to understand the difference between converge and diverge. So diverge means infinity, converge means obviously it may not be infinity, it will be of some finite value. You must determine that finite value, right? So multiplied by e power minus st into dt. Okay, which is equal to, now see how I am going to write down the things here. So the limits are fixed, that is 0 to infinity. Now instead of taking directly a minus s into t, now I am taking minus of s minus a into t. Let me explain why we are considering this function as this one. So a instead of a minus s, so if you are considering a minus s, what you will get? Please think about it. So if it is a e power a minus a minus s, so what you will get? So the integral of exponential function is, again you will get the same. So you must substitute the limits 0 to infinity. A minus s into t into infinity. Infinity into anything means you will get infinity only. That means uh, the function may be diverge, but that is not true. So that is why instead of taking e power a minus s, now I am taking e power minus of s minus a into t into dt. Okay, dt. Now see here what you will get. So minus 1 by minus 1 by s minus a into e power minus of s minus a 0 to infinity. So what you will get? So if you substitute infinity here, if you substitute infinity here, so e power minus infinity, that becomes 0 minus e power 0 is equal to 1. So minus of minus 1, what you will get? Plus 1. So 1 by s minus a, 1 by s minus a. Is it true? Is it not? Is it not? Right. Now, let us come to the region of convergence. So, what is the region of convergence for this particular? What is the region of convergence for this particular? Now, see, the region of convergence is so in this case also the real part of yes, the real part of yes must be greater than a, not 0. Please try to understand the difference between the previous problem. That is, previously we have determined the Laplace transform of unit step signal. In that particular case, the Laplace transform of that unit step signal is given by 1 by s. So in that 1 by s, obviously the real part must be greater than 0, greater than 0. So you need to choose any value from 0 to infinity, from 0 to infinity in that particular. So completely the region of convergence is the right hand side of your S plane. But in this particular case, the real part of S must be greater than A, greater than A. Why it is greater than A? So S minus, so here the real part is changed. You will have one more parameter. Instead of 1 minus s, now you will have 1 by s minus a, 1 by s minus a. That means it has been shifted, the time has been shifted to a new value, that is a. Now you need to select any value, any value. So already we know that the real part of s must be greater than a. So a is a positive quantity, a is a positive integer. So you have to consider any value in the first quadrant or fourth quadrant, but that value must be greater than a. Whether a may be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever it may be, we don't bother about the value of a, but you need to select the value which is greater than a, then only it will converge, then only it will converge, or otherwise it won't converge. So that is why the region of convergence for this particular function is the real part of s is greater than a, greater than a. Okay. Now please, I will give you one exercise problem. You please solve this problem at your homes. And if you have any doubts regarding this, you just ask me. Please note down the problem. Determine. Please note down the problem in a notebook. Determine the Laplace transform of the following functions. Determine the Laplace transform of the following functions. Determine the Laplace transform of the following functions. Note down the first function. Note down the first function. First one is x of t is equal to e power j omega t into u of t. So x of t is equal to e power j into omega t into u of t. So you have been asked to determine the Laplace transform for this particular function and along with the region of convergence. Just now we have solved that one problem which is having e power at. E power at. A is nothing but the real part. Okay. Now the second one. For both the problems you have been asked to determine the Laplace transforms, right? So second one is x of t is equal to u of t, t into u of t, t into u of t. Now see the both problems. The first one is e power j omega t into u of t, and the second one is x of t into t. X of t is equal to t into u of t. Now take these two problems. Just at least you tell me the answer for the first one, and please verify the answer when I have solved that problem. Okay, just wait a moment. Please, all of you, take a look at those two problems. Please do the problems. The problem, main problem here is determination of region of convergence. That is the main important point here. You must remember. Okay, let us continue. See, there is no confusion. There is no confusion of determining the region of convergence. The region of convergence. Okay. Now you just see here. You just see here. Already we have determined that. So this is the Laplace transform of. This is the Laplace transform of impulse signal. Impulse signal. Okay. Why I have chosen the region of convergence for this particular impulse function as the real all values of yes. You may choose any value of yes. Why? Because please do remember our main intention of determining the region of convergence is, see, now once again I am going to explain how we are going to determine the region of convergence. Don't get confused. So x of, so 0 to infinity, or this is a minus infinity to plus infinity. X of t, into e power minus st into dt must converge. That means the integration must be less than infinity, not infinity. Okay, so the values of yes for which the integration becomes infinity is not a region of convergence. the values of s for which the integration may converge, then only you will get the region of convergence. So please try to remember this expression of for determining the region of convergence. So later, already we have seen this one also, 1 by s minus a. Now this is the Laplace transform of unit step signal u of t. Okay, so we are not going to say the region of convergence just with s minus by looking at this function s minus a. We need to consider the integration. So like see here, 0 to infinity, integral 0 to infinity e power at into e power minus st into dt. So this is the integration we have obtained after considering the unit step signal. Okay, now later this has been changed as integral 0 to infinity, so minus of s minus a s minus a into t into dt. Is it not? Is it not? Now you just see the integration. When that particular integration is going to be converge. Now what happens if we consider s is equal to minus a? So all are minus. That means if you consider s is equal to minus a, so minus a minus a, this becomes minus 2a minus 2a minus of minus plus, so 2at. So e power 2at. So what you will get? 1 by 2a into e power 2at. Now substitute 0 to infinity here. E power infinity minus 0. So whenever we are getting infinity means that integration is not converged, it will diverge, So that is why it is very important to define the region of convergence. So I have taken the region of convergence is the real part of s must be greater than 0. The real part of s must be greater than 0. If you want, you take a look here. Now consider this integration. Now from this, always this must be greater than 0. Why? Because if s minus a is equal to less than 0, so minus of minus, that becomes positive. So plus infinity, plus. So e power a s minus a or s plus a into t. Obviously, you will get see 0 to infinity into e power at. Now tell me, is it converge or diverge? It is a convergence or divergence? It is a divergence function. Why? Because you see e power at. So all are positive values, but you are substituting the limits are also positive. Limits are also positive. So, pos 5 minutes ago. So limits are also positive. If you substitute the positive limits here, what you will get? You will get infinity, infinity. So always you should remember the ROC is completely depends on the integration. I am not going to consider the denominator function s minus a or 1 by s. I am considering the integration. So upon substituting what values of s, that integration may converge. Okay, so I will tell you the answers for this. So the function, the Laplace transform of e power j omega t is 1 by s minus j omega, 1 by s minus j omega, and the ROC of that function is the real part of s must be greater than 0. The real part of s must be greater than 0. Okay, ROC. So this is 1 by s minus j omega, 1 by s minus j omega. So ROC is the real part of S must be greater than 0. Now if you take the consider the second function, obviously you will get 1 by S square. The region of convergence, again, this is also the region of convergence for this function. So in this case also, so 1 by S already we have seen 1 by S. Now in this case we are getting 1 by S square. That is the only difference, but the region of convergence is completely same for all the problems, right? All the problems means like 1 by S. What we are getting earlier is 1 by S, and now in this case we are getting 1 by S square. Now this is about the region of convergence. So in this way we are going to determine the Laplace transform of the given continuous time functions at the same time along with the region of convergences. Please do remember region of convergence is very very important. Once again I am repeating the definition of region of convergence. The values of S for which the integration x of S becomes converge is called the region of convergence. The region of convergence. So whenever you are asked to determine the Laplace transform, you must state the region of convergence. Okay, so that's all for today, and remaining we will continue it in the next class, right? So some more problems are there. Don't worry, we will solve one problem. Maybe it will take 1 hour. No problem. Don't worry about that. Already we have completed 3 chapters. That means your first mid syllabus has been already completed. Don't worry about the completion of syllabus. Okay, we are having only 3 chapters. Out of those 3 chapters, the Laplace transforms and jet transforms are very very easiest chapters. So we may discuss those 2 chapters in a very slow manner. Okay, right? So that is the end of the session. Now we shall see it in the next class. Right? Thank you. Do you have any doubts? Do you have any doubts? If you have any doubts, you please raise your hand. If you have any doubts, you please raise your hand. If you have any doubts, please raise your hands. Or otherwise, I shall close the session. Okay, thank you.